Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another video, Basic Survival Tips. This is your host, Benjamin Brown, and today I'm going to be talking about the Ultimate Survival wrist bracelets. I've been saying in several other videos that I'm going to talk about them. So today, this is what I'm going to focus on, is how you can survive in the wild with just using one of these. Now, I'm just going to go over the basic what's on it. Of course, a compass, there's around 10 feet of paracord, a whistle, a flint rod, and at the opposite end, a flint knapper. Now the flint knapper can come out and you can use this as a little saw or a little knife. So without further ado, I'm going to take this apart and I'm going to show you what all it has in it. Here it is, everybody. Once you get it all taken apart and you pull all the strands out, this is what you have. You have 7 regular paracord strands inside of the main one. I was really impressed with that. Also, with the additional fishing line, copper wire for snares, or you can use it to tie more stuff together. And what I personally find more useful than these two is jute twine, waterproofed jute twine for fire starter. So we'll put this to the test at the end of the video. You have around 10 feet of this, and of course everything is the same size when it's cut, so you have around 10 feet here, 10 feet here, 10 feet here, 10 feet here. You know, you have around 100, almost 100 feet basically right here, and just these. And then the whistle is right here. The flint rod and the flint knapper. Now I told you that this comes out and it has little serrations in it, which you can use to cut, or you can even cut this when you need to, and it just slides right back in there, but it's very snug in there, so it doesn't come out very easily. And then of course the compass, and so that's what's all in here. And I in my bracelets that I make like this, is I put actually fishing hooks and shanks in them. That is optional. Most bracelets don't come with that, but I add them to it. I just didn't do it to this one. So without further ado, let's try to make a shelter with this paracord here. Okay, so this is a basic setup I have right here. I have a stake stick that I found in the woods, stuck it right there. It's best to try to find 2 trees close together to do this, but I couldn't find 2 trees close enough together that weren't in a bunch of bushes and stuff like that. So the shelter that I'm going to be doing, it's just going to be a basic tarp shelter. So there's not a whole lot of time or anything spent into it, and if you need to make something quick, this is the way to do it if you're out in the wild and don't have anything else, or you're pressed for time in a survival situation. Now instead of tying a knot, you can a lot of times just wrap it around several times just to get the rope stuck on the tree or on the stick, so you don't have to tie knots and possibly have to cut it. But you do have to tie a knot. It's best to do a knot that you can easily slip out. You can unslip it where you don't have to worry about it getting stuck. This is a basic blue camping tarp that I have. Sorry about that, guys. I had to switch it up. The stake was not working, so I had to switch it to a tree. But this is what I've got so far. Is I just made some basic little stakes out of wood and then tied them off here. Now this will keep the rain off you, unless it's a really windy rainstorm. But what you're going to want to do is, if you do have to make a shelter like this, is you're going to want to either stack some sticks up to make you kind of a rough bed, or you want to you just want to pile a bunch of leaves up, about maybe about 2 foot thick of leaves underneath here, before you sleep in it. In a later video, I'll show actually how to do that and actually how to make a bed and then fill it with leaves. But I don't have a lot of time right now because the sun's going down on me. But this is it. This is the big rope on the survival bracelet here. These are as well. Now the ultimate test is, we all know how to use fishing line, and the copper wire is for setting snares for animals. So I'm not going to do that because there's no need to kill any animals. But the real test is the fire starter, because that is basically the #1 thing, depending on your environment, if it's cold or hot or whatever. That's the #1 thing you're going to need and need to know how to do. So this is the shelter using the cord. So let's try the test of it. The big test for the bracelet is the jute twine fire starter. All right, so now comes the true test to see how good this jute twine fire starter is. So let's try it. You want to have your shavings all ready. So once you get that fire, you can throw these on it, and it won't go out on you. So let's break this up. Gotta untangle it first. The wax on the cord waterproofs it, but it makes it sticky as well. So you just kind of want to try to break it up. We'll see if it can catch a spark. Just kind of like this. See if we can do that. Getting ash stuck in it. Ow. Caught a spark there. Haha, there we go. The trick is you want to break it up. Break it up enough to where it's small enough for the flint to catch on fire. So it works, everybody. These ultimate survival bracelets, they work. Well, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to leave it a big thumbs up. If you have anything you would like me to do a video on or talk about, please leave a comment, let me know. And I would appreciate it if you all would follow my Facebook page. I will have it in the link in the description below. And if you would like one of these ultimate survival bracelets, please contact me on my Facebook page and I will be happy to send you one. These with the fishing line will the prices will be on my Facebook page, and keep up with it. I try to post a video on YouTube every week, but on my Facebook page I post more stuff. So thanks again, everybody, and if you enjoyed, remember to subscribe and hit the notifying bell for more. Thanks again.